NPCs. Welcome to our actual play of Shadowrun 6th World, Emerald Glitch. I'm Bob, your GM, and tonight we begin the charity auction. So let's go, I think, since we have the full table up, let's go around the table, and we'll start with our new player. Introduce yourself, tell us what else you're doing, and I'll have you introduce your character in a moment.
Okay. Well, hello, everybody. I'm Noir. I go by he, they. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I am in Stream Punks' Beacon, which is a Demiplane sponsored Aliens actual play. I host Morning Ritual, which is a show with me and my partner where we talk to TTRPG folks. This week we have Nala Wu, and I also host Gen Con's Table Takes, which are with a bunch of lovely people, including Peter Atkinson.
Damn! Welcome to the show. It's good to have you, Noir.
Good to be here.
Have I mentioned how much I don't like Phisher?
I feel like that's going to come into play very soon.
Oh, yes.
I love him. I love Randy, though.
So Rem.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, hi.
I'm going to go around the UI in the live stream.
Okay, so I'm Rem. I am CEO of Rem Alternus, and holy butts, we are doing a lot of stuff. We have a Kickstarter live right now at mobiusworldspublishing.com/kick. We have join our Patreon because we're releasing now audiobook samples from the Shadowrun audiobooks. So we just launched one or released one that is Dark Resonance, but by Phaedra Weldon, narrated by Marcus Freeman. And next month is going to be very special because our own Phisher, Randy Alvarenga, is narrating King of the Streets by O.C. Opti Presley. And that will be our sample that we release on Patreon for next month, which is super exciting. So that's that's patreon.com/Rem Alternus. And please check out our Twitch as well. We're at twitch.tv/Master of Rem, and we stream 5 to 6 days a week. So lots of content for you guys. Thank you.
Speaking of streaming multiple times a week on Rem Alternus, I am Amber, and I play KO in Rem Alternus's Tuesday night Shadowrun 5e edition game. You should come check that out. And I have nothing else going on in my life right now, so up to you, Roland.
I thought I was next.
Well, now you are.
Thank you. I get nervous and I skip my cat.
What's up, guys? I'm Roland, aka Rook, apparently, according to our Twitch stream. What do I got going on besides this? Not too much right now, but I'm working on it. I think there's another like Clockwork Return on Rem Alternus planned. But I play the wholesome, family-friendly, just lovable Mr. Bell. And if you haven't already watched the stream, you'll see what that's all about.
And if you have watched before, you know he is the entire reason for the content warning.
Hey, I'm just glad I'm not blamed for that.
Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I play Violet on this stream with my illustrious castmates. I also play on Tuesday nights with Amber over on the Rem Alternus stream for 5th edition Shadowrun, where I play Gertrude the Troll Medic, whose scalpel is a big sword, so that's always fun. I'm also the owner of the Geek Forge with the super cool commercial that you may have seen right before this that Rem actually put together for us. So look at her amazing talents over there. And so that's where at the Geek Forge, we're super excited for Halloween. It's our favorite holiday. And if you need something special, go check it out. But you got to do it quick because our cutoff for Halloween is the 22nd, which is in 2 days.
I think for Halloween, I'm going to be security for Billy the Berserker because I have a nice hat that says so.
That's really nice. I'm going to be Russell from Up.
I love that. That's incredible.
Anyone else wearing costumes? Anyone?
No.
I'm going as a character from one of the Star Wars games I play.
Oh,
Neato.
Wait,
What
what?
about
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh, never
What
mind.
character?
Oh, I just play a Jedi, green lightsaber, a Jedi Sentinel. It's
Oh, your character in Star Wars. Oh, cool,
Yeah.
very cool.
the ultimate nerdy Halloween move.
I love it.
I would do it.
No one can copy you when it's an OC. Awesome. Cool.
And if you want to help out our players tonight or any other night, there are ways to interact with our cast in the chat.
Is that a dot for me to
Sure, that is a dot.
So, yes, there's multiple ways to interact and get extra entries to win the Shadowrun 6th World Companion giveaway for tonight. So channel points, let's talk about that first. So if you donate channel points that you get from watching the show over time, 500 channel points is NERPs, which is +3 dice to any roll. And you can give that by typing the name of the player of your choice, and we'll get that benefit and use it in the game. For 1,000 NERPs, or for 1,000 channel points, you can give 1 point of edge to the player of your choice. And for 2,500 channel points, you can give 4 points of edge to the player of your choice. So that's super exciting. You can also do bits. 100 bits is NERPs. 200 bits is a point of edge. 500 bits is 4 points of edge. And you get the same amount for every 100. You get an extra bonus entry of for the giveaway. And then subscribes. Subscribe is $5, and it gives you 7 extra entries to win. And you can give 4 edge to the player of your choice. So lots and lots and lots of ways to play and win and do cool stuff with us. Impact the game. Make us be really cool so we can defeat the evil Bob.
That's me.
You can't roll high.
They really need some way to swing roll 20 that only wants to roll 3. So on that note, let's go ahead and get started. So we'll start with our newest runner. So our newest runner is Slick, who has been hired to hack the host at the Bellevue Arts Museum. So, Nor, why don't you introduce us to your character? Tell me about your character.
All right, so Slick is a lanky elf, very he dresses like he saw the movie Hackers and was just like, that's my personality now. And he's not physically imposing in the slightest, but you can tell that any dollar that he gets goes to their tech, goes to their gear. They're one of those people that they're only charismatic when they're talking about a subject that they're passionate about or that they're knowledgeable about. Anything other than that, he tends to be a bit of a wallflower. When especially when they're on the job, they get kind of obsessed, and that ability to understand people goes out the window until the job is done. So, if you would catch them in the midst of this job that they're in, you would probably see rigorous note taking, but they're taking notes in their gear, so it's just kind of them spaced out doing one of these.
Okay. So presumably you have a contact who hired you for this mission.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a name and that contact? What do they like?
Yeah, we're gonna. The contact's name is Belfroy, and Slick always makes fun of Belfry about his name. It's just like, what is that? It sounds like Old English, but it sounds like Old English gibberish. So Belfry and him have a little bit of a love-hate relationship where Belfry will kind of withhold information until the job is started. Nothing that will get Slick killed, but definitely things that make the job harder for him.
Okay. And what do you know about Belfroy's job? Do they run a bar? Do they run? Are they like deep in the shadows, or do they run a tech store?
So part-time bartender. For like, it's a bar that's next to a corporation, so it's where a lot of executives go to drink.
Okay.
And part-time security guard for that same corporation. So it's just like, after he closes the building, he goes and serves the people that he just let out of the building. He's a hard worker with a real dumb name.
So Belfroy has hired you to hack the host, basically to find out what the comings and goings are in the next week or so. If there's anything useful worth maybe putting together a heist for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
And so I'll ask a little bit. How do you want to go about this hack? Do you want to try from a distance? Do you want to go case the joint? Maybe go on the tour?
I don't like to leave my van if I don't have to, so we're gonna do it remotely.
Okay.
Let's see. So yeah, it just kind of he might drive drive to the block and like park and do it that way, but it's still gonna be in the safety of his van.
Yeah. Okay. So that definitely makes sense. You definitely want to be closer to the place,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, if you don't want to leave your van, and that's fair. If you don't want to, maybe you don't want to go in with your cyber deck and try to hack the place.
Yeah.
It's kind of public after all. And so the van provides you a certain amount of privacy.
Yeah, I don't have to put on pants.
Okay. that could certainly be a thing. All right.
I only put on pants when I'm guaranteed the money. Right now, this is preliminary work. No pants.
Okay, so what I'll ask you to do then, so you're in the parking lot,
Mm-hmm.
and what I'll ask you to do is in your character sheet.
Yep.
So you found your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
You should have down the left-hand side, there should be a skill list, and among those should be cracking.
Got it right here. Yeah.
And so normally the options you have.
Oh, oops.
Oh, no. We'll go with that. It's the same roll either way. It's just a matter of how you want to do it. So in Shadowrun, there are two ways to hack something. If you are kind of in a hurry and you want to just bust in and subtlety is not a thing you care about, you can do what's called a brute force hack.
Oh.
Most deckers are more subtle than that. And so you do the other option, which is called probe. You essentially find yourself a back door and use the back door to get in. It's a lot less noisy and a lot more safe for you. So with 3 hits, I need to roll to oppose that. It's going to be... Okay. So I see Roland nodding. Yes, it is roll 20. Roll 20 has given us both 3 successes.
Am I gonna die?
No, in Shadowrun 6, the tie goes to the acting character.
Ooh, that's me, I think.
That is you. You're the one doing the action, so a tie wins for you.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm going in the brute force way, and I would like to leave a GIF behind. Let them know.
Okay, so you're going in the brute force way.
Yep.
All right. So you can do when you gain access to it, and you just have, you can either do user access or admin access.
Mhm.
Admin access gives you a wider range of actions you can do within the host, but also generates more of what's called Overwatch score.
That's
So-
bad.
Yeah, so everything in the Matrix is monitored in the sixth world by an organization called the Grid Overwatch Division, or GOD.
Oh,
And so they monitor for strange things happening in Matrix, and your actions are one of those strange things. So what happens is you generate something called Overwatch score. So every hit that I roll to oppose your illegal action generates a point of Overwatch score. And you also generate Overwatch score every turn, depending on the amount of access you have. When you hit 40, bad things happen.
this is appealing to the gambler in me. So,
Yeah, so there's a gambling aspect that can happen.
how many Overwatch score will I get if I leave a GIF of Arnold Schwarzenegger from Batman Forever going chill? Because that's gonna happen.
You can definitely leave your calling card.
Okay.
Now, as with all calling cards, I'm sure you know, if too many of these calling cards pop up and they track it to you, then, well, all of a sudden you've done all this stuff. But the key to that is not get caught.
I like the way you think. We're going to admin access.
Going to admin access, okay. Let's see. So I believe that is 3 per round. So your current Overwatch score is 6. Normally, you don't necessarily get to know what your Overwatch score is.
Okay.
But there's a program that deckers can run on their cyber decks that's called Baby Monitor, and it tells you what the Overwatch score is at any given time.
Got you.
And I think this is +3 per round. So your current Overwatch score is 6. I'll just try to remember to keep typing that in the Roll20 chat as the hack goes on.
Cool.
But yes, you've granted yourself admin access, and your next action is basically going to be a matrix perception test, which is you're going to go down to the electronics skill.
Oh, okay.
And make sure the attribute is intuition.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, so this is an unopposed roll, and it's not an illegal action to just look around. So you'll not generate. The only Overwatch score you'll generate is the +3 per round from your admin access. That keeps building. Incidentally, you do have the analytical mind quality.
Yeah.
And what that does, the first roll you did to actually hack the host was a logic test. And whenever you roll a logic test, you get a point of edge.
Yeah.
So your current edge, so if you scroll up, it's the, under attributes, it's the last attribute. So it's 4. So now you have 5 edge. And edge can do a whole bunch of things. Usually it's people use it for rerolls, or say like that first roll you had a bunch of 4s and you needed some 5s, you can convert 4s to 5s using edge.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you take a look around the system. You do notice there is some patrol ice running. So I'll tell you some things, and then I'm going to make a roll for it to see if it sees you.
Okay.
So what you see is there are a whole host of cameras that you can spend time taking a look at. There is like I said, there's patrol ice running. You don't see a spider currently active. Spider would be a decker like you that basically the spider's job is to reside in that host.
Okay, so they snitches. Got you.
Yeah, basically your opposite number.
Turncoats. Bootlickers. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
They sold out to the man. Oh, sorry. All right.
You do find that there are so there are cameras that are sort of labeled. It's like each one corresponds to a particular collection that's in the museum. You also see that there are some files that you could access.
Okay.
And one of those is the itinerary for the next week. But before I do anything else, I'm going to roll a matrix perception test for the host. And I need for you to roll. This will be a willpower plus sleaze. And I don't think I have a deck listed for you. So we'll say you put one on him. Thank you, Tom. So attack 7, sleaze 6. So you're rolling willpower is 5, so you're rolling 11 dice.
Okay, so willpower. I'm trying to find my sleeves.
It'll be under so at the very top there are a bunch of tabs going across. It'll be under matrix.
Okay, let me see if I can find that. 1 second here. Oh, I see it. There we go.
And I think if you just click sleaze.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep it sleazy. All right, it's willpower. All right, gotcha. Boom. Oh no!
That didn't quite get done.
Oh, okay, good.
There we
I made
go.
a mistake.
Go ahead and add. Let's see if it does that. It still didn't do. There. It still didn't do it. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to roll manually 6 more dice. And the way you do that is /roll. 6d6 greater than 5.
Yeah.
Perfect. And so you've got a total of 4 successes.
Okay.
Okay. You have sensed no reaction from the patrol ice. And so now you may continue doing things.
All right. So of course you got to get the security guards of the security schedule. That's
your first. Okay.
Yeah. That's Heist 101.
Okay.
I've watched a lot of Ocean's movies.
Yeah, so you pulled out a copy of essentially the guard rotation.
Yeah. Good.
And what you find is the guard rotation looks like it's a total of 8 people on security staff at any given time. And they rotate out every 8 hours.
Okay.
And they're contracted by Lone Star, which runs a lot of the law enforcement in Seattle. They're privatized corporate police force.
ACAB. All right, so let's see. What's next? I'm really just spent a lot of time in here. Almost forgot about that whole Overwatch thing.
Yeah, so I have the Overwatch score there. You currently have a 12 Overwatch score.
Okay, that's not so bad. This is why I can't ever go to Vegas because I'll let it ride, baby. All right. I'm trying to steal from this place. I got the guard schedule, camera locations. I should probably know those. So let's go ahead and grab the security infrastructure plans.
Okay, so you can do that. You kind of got to look at that when you first logged in.
Oh, dope.
And then, go ahead.
I'm the administrator. I want all the passwords.
So it doesn't quite work like that.
Oh, okay. I'll use my real life experience.
but the back door that you've created for yourself. Oh no, you did a brute force hack. There's no back door.
I tornado kicked the door down.
Yeah. So time is running out.
Yeah.
You do see the file that you're looking for, which is essentially the museum schedule for the next week.
Okay.
So you can download that.
Will do.
And I'll go ahead and so I'm going to ask you to make so this will be an edit file test, which is it's a blanket action for anything you want to do with a file.
Okay.
So in this case, you're making a copy of it. So this will be an electronics test.
Yep. And am I add intuition again?
It's electronics plus logic, actually.
Okay, I think I'm good at that. Yes, I am.
So you'll switch the attribute to logic.
Yeah.
Nice, and you get an extra point of edge. Let's see. Okay. So your Overwatch score is now 19. And you now have a copy of the file.
Oh.
And you think this is the file you're looking for.
Okay, so it's probably time to make my grand exit.
Yeah. So I'll let you do another edit file action to leave your calling card.
Yeah, it's Arnold.
Oh,
everybody chill. No. Wait, I have that extra edge, right? I think now's a good time to use.
You do have a bunch of edge. So in fact, you have a couple of 4s, and it costs 2 edge to convert a single 4 to a 5.
Good Lord! All right, yeah, we're gonna do that though.
But that'll give you the success you need.
Yep, I need to get out of here, and I need to leave Arnold Schwarzenegger doing ice puns.
And I'll ask you for another willpower plus sleaze test.
Okie dokie. I probably should have copied that command.
So it's 11 dice.
Okay, just 11d6. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 11d6. That's 4 successes. I think.
I'll see 5.
Oh, that's 5. That's 5.
Beautiful. All right. And so it only rolled 2. So your Overwatch score is 27, actually.
Well, time for me to go.
But yeah, you were logging out anyway, and so as long as you didn't hit 40, you were good.
Okay.
So you log off, and the thing that you do is you reboot your deck. And anytime you reboot your deck, you basically clear all your access. You also clear your Overwatch score.
My cookies, my Overwatch score.
Yeah.
And I'm just in my van vibing to Avril Lavigne, knowing that I've done a crime.
Clear browser history. So you've rebooted your deck, and you now have a copy of this file. If you'd like to look at it.
Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna go to the nearest donut joint that has a drive-through, order myself a nice 12 pack of donuts, and then I'm just gonna vibe to Avril while I check these files out.
Nice. Okay.
I'm sorry.
So what you find is that so it's Sunday night now. And the main event is on Wednesday night. there is a charity auction, and it's an auction of some things being liquidated from an extensive private collection. The collection is from this person, a Marin Quazanique.
That is a name.
Who, as you do a little research, you find this person recently died under magical circumstances.
Rip King. All right.
And there are a few items that are up for auction that kind of catch your eye. In addition to the standard, hey, I've got a painting, I've got all these collectibles. The things that catch your eye are the most expensive is this miniature painting.
Ooh, it's an eye.
There is an alabaster statue.
Ooh, that gives me nightmares.
There is a device from an old science fiction TV show.
Oh, is that Stargate?
Voyagers.
Oh. I'll still steal it though.
It was a very good show, just dropping out of character for a moment. A very good show that lasted only one season. And a manuscript.
I don't know what language that's in, but I think it's valuable, and I also intend to steal that as well. And
the description says Icelandic.
Okay. When they say I'm going to steal that, like they go back to the picture of the eye and they like laugh at themselves, and then they look and see that there's nobody in the van to appreciate the humor, and then it's just an awkward moment.
I recorded that for later. All right. So with that successful hack, we will leave you to leave Slick to their donuts.
Yeah, now we rocking Christina Aguilera.
All right. And meanwhile, we will go over to Curie. Meanwhile, at Curie's apartment, describe your apartment.
It is very small and very bare. I'm like, what is it? One level up from squatter.
You had a low lifestyle, as I recall.
Low, yeah. So I've been making good new yen, but everywhere is temporary for Curie. She's on the run, so she needs to leave at a moment's notice, and she's saving up more for things that matter rather than like things to help her survive running, in more ways than one running, while also being able to leave quickly. So stuff isn't her thing. So she's got like a used sofa that was like on a street waiting for garbage pickup that she like took and sleeps on. She has like enough soy product in the kitchen to get her by when she needs something. But other than that, everything's pretty much in her lab coat, on her person, in a satchel that she wears under her lab coat, and it's very Spartan.
Okay. So you're ready to go at a moment's notice?
Yep.
Okay. So this night in particular, you are reading the Prophecies manuscript that you were lent. So I'll show that. I don't have a nice picture for it, but there's the description of it. As you refer to it as an ancient puzzle book.
Mm-hmm.
So you are reading that, it's late enough that the words are starting to run together. Your eyes are getting sort of bleary. Your mind wanders a bit. And at that moment, you feel movement under the couch, or like under the couch cushion.
I leap up, cast increase reflexes.
So at that moment, as you leap up, this green viney tendril whips up and grabs you by the throat. And you look down as the book hits the floor, and it's not a book anymore. It looks like an old cyber deck with the old tablet display. And you hear a voice in your head. Your name is empty, but I see in you a power that didn't exist in my time. I would learn this power from you, Deca. And you awaken on the sofa, drenched in sweat. And the clock on the table flashes 12 o'clock. Just then, the air conditioning kicks in with a whir, and you realize the power's been out for a while.
Interesting. Good thing I'm not a Deca. Do I, like, thinking back, do I recognize the cyber deck at all?
So thinking back on it, you don't recognize the cyber deck. Although it's old enough that it might be maybe a generation ahead of what Phisher's deck was. Because you remember Phisher had that retro old school keyboard that he slung across his back.
I think to myself,
And as your memory sort of, as you remember the stuff on the tablet display, it's just a bunch of stuff that you can't read. And it strikes you, it's almost like what happens when you try to look at something like this from astral space.
I'd ask Phisher about it, but let's face it, I'm not going to ask Phisher about it. So, bad dream. I try to shake it off best I can, and I don't know. It's midnight, so.
So you look at your comm link, and it's actually 3:30 in the morning.
What?
And sure enough, there's a notification about the recent power outage.
Since the power's been out, it's flashing midnight. Yeah. Okay.
And there's also a message, a text message. It's from Dr. Winters.
What time did that come in?
That came in at 11:30 p.m.
It's kind of late for her to be messaging me. So what does it say?
It says, I have a matter that could use your attention. Please stop by at your earliest convenience on Monday morning.
And what day is it now?
It's Sunday. Well, it's now Monday morning. It was Sunday night.
My earliest convenience? No, I'm not going to school at 3:30 in the morning. So I don't know. I'm shaken from the dream, so I think I'm going to pick up the book and try to read again, and get as far as I can before going to see her, because I don't really want to. How long have I had the book at this point?
Only a few days.
Oh, okay. Then I don't feel bad about not having read it in time before I see her again. Okay. All right. Then I'm not going to rush. I'm just going to maybe.
And from the message, it seemed like she had something else she wanted to talk with you about.
Right. So yeah, I'll take a shower in the dirty shower stall in my my place. The AC that's on, I'm lucky to have AC, but it smells like mildew, and just try to mellow out from the dream,
Okay.
and then go to Dr. Winters when it's like not 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah. So when you think the university might actually be open.
Yeah.
Okay. So you show up. We'll say about 9:00.
Okay.
And the receptionist is not there. And as you walk into the room, you notice the air conditioning is turned way lower in temperature.
I really
Like it
want
gives
to
you the
make.
chill that you sort of draw your coat around you some more.
I really want to make the Frozen joke about the cold never bothered me anyway, but it's a little dated for my 2080 situation here. So, I'll just pull the coat around me a little tighter and head in.
Okay. And Dr. Winters is there. I'll show that character. Good to see you.
You as well?
Please close the door.
To keep the
Have a
cold
seat.
out, right? And she kind of.
You notice it's actually colder in here.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, I close the door and sit down. Fold my arms because I'm freezing.
Go ahead. I have a matter that perhaps you could help me with, given the work that you do. I'm interested in a manuscript that should be going up for auction on Wednesday evening. It's a late 12th century Icelandic manuscript called Landnámabók.
Where?
It is at the Bellevue Art Museum.
Do you want it stolen before the auction? Or during? Or from whoever claims it?
Well, as one option, I'm willing to pay for it to a certain extent, but I also want you and your team there to see who else is interested in it. Anyone who bids on it, anyone whose gaze lingers too longingly on it.
Wait, so you want me to go to a legitimate auction and legitimately bid on an artifact?
Let me put it this way. And she pulls a small case out of her drawer, and you recognize it immediately as a case that people usually carry cred sticks in. And she opens it, and inside there are, and she points out, the 5 silver cred sticks, which you see each is labeled 10,000 new yen.
Mm-hmm.
Those are for you, the upfront pay for you and your team. The gold cred stick, which you see has 100,000 on it, is for bid. Or if it should fall into your hands by other means, I'll consider that part of your payment as well.
You don't think that it'll auction for more than 100,000?
The opening bid is expected to be 53,000 new yen. I expect 100,000 to be about the right price.
All right. Interesting.
And I'm using cred sticks and going through intermediaries because I don't want my name mentioned.
You got it. And so you want to know who is interested, who is bidding, anything else?
I think that covers it.
All right. I had another question. What was it? So can't be stolen before the auction because it's got to be auctioned. Oh, out of curiosity's sake only, what is this document?
It's an Icelandic manuscript, and she pulls up a. I'll put some extra notes into this entry during the break, but there's the. She pulls up essentially the museum entry, and she adds to that the Landama, as it's often shortened, translates to Book of Settlements. It's a medieval Icelandic work. It really it describes the settlers who moved there since Iceland was colonized by the Norse in the 9th and 10th centuries. This particular copy might be the oldest copy that still exists. There would have been others that have not survived through the ages. But if this one has survived, I'm curious to see if it has a unique chapter in it.
I feel like this is about to dance into the arcane.
It's widely regarded as fantastical. And so most people who made copies of it omitted the chapter.
Interesting. All right. Well, is there any chance of heightened security around this? Is there any chance of another Shadowrunner team trying to intercept it?
Well, it is probably the lowest priced item in the auction, but it is a fairly serious auction from a rather large private collection.
I see. All right, so probably is the lower end not in high demand?
That is my hope.
All right. All right, if you think of anything else, let me know.
I've heard also, and you might contact this person about it, there's been some interest, and I think a bit of reconnaissance has been done. You might contact this number, and she slides over a comm code.
So this person knows more about the manuscript.
I think this person knows more about the comings and goings in the museum.
Helps for the legwork, I suppose. All right. Anything else?
I think that'll do it.
I'll give her a nod, and as I go to leave, is there a reason the office is so cold today?
The receptionist is off this morning. I thought I'd make it comfortable for myself.
Interesting. That's weird. I'll nod and I'll leave, and I'll say, without looking behind me, I'll go, see you Thursday.
I look forward to it. Good luck in your quest.
Violet. I'm going to message Violet first.
Okay. So at this point, we've reached the 9 o'clock hour.
Oh, wow. That went fast.
So that first hour went fast. And so we will take our first 5-minute break. And welcome back. We've had Curie just get hired for a job, and she's just leaving the office and immediately is calling
Violet.
And a Violet will answer. What? Hello, Miss Curie. I didn't expect to hear from you this early in the morning.
We have a job. Small talk.
Well, all right then. What do you need me to do?
Assemble what forces you think we need. We will be going to an auction and actually legitimately bidding on said auction. I can give you the details, but let's find a place to talk.
Okay. Yeah, I'll reach out to Mr. Bell and Miss Nova, and we'll get something sorted.
I hang up. And then I'm going to look at this new Comcode link and say, Winters told me to contact you, that you know about the auction house.
So you call the Comcode.
Oh, I text it.
Oh, you texted. Okay.
I don't talk to strangers unless
So Slick, this is the text you get.
New phone, who this? That's immediately what he says.
I think about messaging Winters and saying this contact isn't going to work. Do you know Winters?
Who this?
I hate this. Want a job? Answer the questions. ...
Thinking face emoji. I'm good.
Wow.
I text Winters and tell him and just screenshot the conversation and say, "You want to try?"
All right.
Just give me a call. Like, I know witches, I'm assuming. So does witches give me a call?
Wait, what was that?
I was like, I'm assuming I know witches, so does witches give me a call after that exchange?
Yeah. So you actually get a phone call, a comm call, and I don't know. For most stackers, it's pretty early in the morning. It's like by now it's just before 10 a.m.
Yeah. I haven't even had my early morning email, so I'm very cranky right now. So just Winter?
Yes.
Did you give my phone to some rando? I mean, you give my code to some rando?
I rarely do that. In this case, this morning I gave your comm code to my apprentice.
Your apprentice is I don't like how they text.
That's fair.
To be fair, she is
not one emoji
point.
was used. Not one. Not who doesn't do that.
She is much more to the point than most people. But I assure you, she is competent, and she has Nuyen for you if you'd like it.
I'm catching dark vibes. Are we sure? Are we sure they're on the level?
Yeah.
This is definitely straight A student texting that I'm seeing happening on my phone right now.
Also, yes.
Perhaps not straight A's, but close.
I'm insulted.
All right, I'll hit him back up. Okay, if there's a heel turn that happens with this person, I will find you.
So to be careful, the line of work you're in does have heel turns. That is an occupational hazard. I understand that.
Yeah, I always hate
if it does come to blows, let me know.
I'm not so worried about it coming to blows, but this is definitely somebody that would give me a monologue.
I'm worried about it coming to blows.
All right,
rest assured, the monologue won't be long.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm gonna give them a call. I'm gonna call them. Can you let them know I'm gonna call? Because I don't know. I don't think we got. Okay, you know what you're doing. All right, bye. Love that guy.
So she calls you back, Curie. Maybe 5 minutes later. You should expect a call. This will be a call, not a text. Click.
Oh, she gets me. I feel like my loyalty just went one up with her.
Yeah, because you definitely get the sense from that interaction she's already had enough of it.
That's fair too.
All right, I call.
Hello. So,
Yeah.
Winters gave me your number, and we're doing business that I'm sure you are familiar with.
Cool.
And
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
we want to discuss the terms of what we are looking for. Would you care to join us to meet and discuss?
In person?
That's a Johnson meet, I guess. Yes. You meet with Fixers and Johnsons, don't you?
I mean, sometimes I've just.
We will meet.
It's happening a little fast for me right now. It's just
What's the club called? Bob, the club that we started at?
Oh, that you started at? Areola 51.
Yeah, I won't say that, but I'll say there's a public club that does business of our type, so it's a safe space to conduct business and have a conversation. I'll send you the name and the address.
What if I give you a place instead? There's a donut shop that I like to go to.
I send him Areola 51.
All right.
With the address.
He's gonna call me. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, is this gonna be worse than Phisher?
So your phone rings again.
I am already texting Violet that we're gonna meet at the club, and I'll say 8 p.m. And then I'm gonna ignore call and say 8 p.m.
Can I leave a voicemail?
Sure can.
Hey, we never traded names, but I think your deck is broken. The line cut off. All right, so the donut shop is on the corner of 60. They've got really good jelly donuts, cherry and grape. So I'll see you there at 6. Cool.
So you hang up. Curie, you do get the voicemail, and it plays automatically.
Okay, I listened to it.
Okay.
I was gonna listen to it. I'm not that stubborn. Just half that stubborn. Oh man, we've gotten from awkward car rides to awkward phone calls.
Haven't even made it to the van yet.
Jeez.
The van was already parked at the donut shop. That's where she parks overnight.
I love this.
This hurts me. I'm gonna text Violet. Are you home?
She text back, yup.
I don't text back, and then I knock on her door a while later.
All right.
Well, come on in, Miss Curie. I didn't know that you'd be stopping over. If you'd let me know, I would have made some tea or something.
Neither did I. So we have a contact that apparently has information on the auction house that we're going to be going to on Wednesday. He's a pain in the ass to work with. So here, and I show the text exchange. That includes the address to him, and then let her listen to the voicemail. And I'm like, can you people this?
Well, of course, Miss Curie. I was going to say that's not a nice way to talk about Mr. Phisher, but this seems to be a new friend of yours, so we'll smooth
He's
it.
not my friend.
Every person we meet is an opportunity for a new friend, Miss Curie.
Gross. I hope not. There's a reason I used to call you Ann Nova, and now I just call you. So, if you don't mind meeting this person at 6, and then we can do our meeting at 8. But let me fill you in on the details now, so that you can translate. So I talk about the auction, I talk about the manuscript, I talk about seeing who else is bidding, and then the idea that we can keep the 100K if maybe we get through the auction, let someone outbid us, and then go steal it from them. Just a thought.
So your plan has a backup plan. All right.
Yes, I'd like to be prepared for any scenario.
And we are looking to obtain the physical copy of this manuscript.
Correct. Apparently, it's a rare copy that has extra chapters, a extra chapter than other copies that were made. Regardless, it's a lower price item, so hopefully we shouldn't run into too much interference or competition. I wonder if one of the things you or we can ask when we are all together is, I wonder if there's a sign-up list of who's going to be there at the auction, because then we can maybe research the people involved and see who our potential targets might be. Get a leg up on, even if the attack doesn't end up happening at the auction house, we might be able to narrow down who our targets might be and where they live, or what the transit might be. We do good with car auto interceptions.
Now, are we meeting with a Johnson, or are you acting as the Johnson for this?
Not really. I mean, I guess for this person, yes, I'm the one paying because I've got the cred sticks now.
Okay. So,
but for us, of course, like,
I guess I should have phrased better. If we needed any additional information,
I can contact my contact.
Okay. So are you going to come with me to meet our new friend at 6:00?
No.
Okay.
I'll meet you at the club.
All right. I'll make sure I get our new friend over there with us then.
Don't work too hard at it. It might not be worth it.
It's not really work for me, though.
I don't understand that statement.
I'll see what I can do.
I leave. Oh, gosh.
All right.
And then Violet, I've kind of left it up to you to assemble the team. Like, you're the only person I care that's there. So
You're lucky this stream is supposed to be family friendly. Got a gesture for you.
I'm gonna go back to my hovel and take a nap on my musty couch since I did not sleep well last night.
Violet will text Mr. Bell and Nova to tell them that the meet is going to be at 8 p.m. at Aerial 51.
Okay. Go ahead and make a memory test for me.
I'm sorry, Noir. You're really quite lovely.
Oh, I love this. This is my favorite thing. And I'm sorry, he is going to try and look you up before this meeting
I would
actually
expect a deck or two. Any decker worth his salt would.
So you do remember, as you're about to hit send on that text to Mr. Bell, you remember that he handed you that card last time. It said there's a specific procedure.
Yeah, so Violet goes digging through. She's got like a cup that's full of random things. There's some string in there. There's a couple of different cards. There is like a sticker that's still on the backing of the paper because it's a good sticker. You don't want to stick it on anything. To find the little card that Mr. Bell gave her.
Okay, so it's a fairly big card. It's like a 5x7 sheet of cardstock. And so as you go digging for it, you don't have to look very hard. It's just it's sticking up out of your dish. And it is it's handwritten calligraphy that basically says it's the menu of services, but the preamble is to call the number and request Bell assistance.
She looks at it for a minute because who writes in cursive anymore? And deciphers the number and the words, and we'll send the text to Nova first about the meeting, and then we'll call for Bell service.
Okay. So you send the text to Nova, and then you call the number on the Green Mansion card. Mr. Bell, your phone rings.
Hello?
I'm calling for Mr. Bell for Bell service.
You hear a sigh. Then there's a click. Perfect Day by Lou Reed starts to play in the phone. When it gets to the about the third verse of the song, there's another click. Thank you for calling Green Mansion. This is Mr. Bell. How may I be of assistance?
Mr. Bell, this is Violet. I was giving you a call. I'm looking for Bell service for and I go down the list to find the one of the.
I didn't send it to you, so sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, I didn't send it to you either.
Not important.
Yeah.
The Hast one.
It's a reservation and a bag delivery.
Yeah.
It's basically what the job is.
For a reservation and bag delivery. Is that something that you are available for?
Absolutely. Has a price been discussed?
Not exactly. We do have some resources available, but we have not gotten to that point. There will be compensation, I am sure.
One moment. Let me run you through the concierge. Click. And then you get transferred to the concierge for a negotiation.
It's because I didn't talk to Curie about money at all, did I? Like, you didn't bring it up? No.
I think she mentioned I don't know, did she mention the 100,000?
I mentioned the extra 100K that could come in, but I didn't mention the 10Ks.
Right. So the phone picks up. Thank you for calling the Green Mansion. This is the concierge. How may I be of assistance?
Hi, I'm Violet. I was on the phone with Mr. Bell, and he said I had to speak with you for a reservation and a bag service.
Yes. And did you discuss payment for him?
I do not have the authority for payment at this time. It has not been discussed with my partners. So I know there will be some sort of compensation involved, but I do not as of yet know what that compensation might be.
So I can authorize Mr. Bell to attend the negotiation. And then I will leave it to his discretion to see that he is adequately compensated for his services.
Well, I do appreciate it. That does seem fair.
Thank you for calling the Green Mansion. I will transfer you back to Mr. Bell now. And so, Mr. Bell, you get the concierge special. She bounces the call back to you and says, you are cleared to attend the negotiation. And I'll leave it to your discretion from there.
Switches back over. Hi, Violet. Sounds like everything's taken care of. Where's the meeting place?
Well, hey, Mr. Bell. Yeah, it's going to be at Areola 51 at 8 p.m. tonight.
Areola 51 at 8 p.m. I'll see you there. Have a good evening.
You
Click.
too, darling. Everybody's supposed to hang up on me.
And Nova, do you text back?
Nova is having one of her rare days off, and she is grabbing coffee and donuts from a particular donut shop on a particular corner. And she texts back, okay, see you then, and then cowboy hat emoji. And then she walks out with some grape-filled donuts and walks past a particular van that always seems to be parked there.
Always seems to be parked there.
And waits at the bus stop for her bus.
While you're having your donuts, let's see. We'll go back to Slick. And I think Slick wanted to do some things.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look up the comm code that I got so I can get a little intel on this person who they need to get a new comm or they're very rude. I can't tell which one just yet.
All right.
I'm leaning on rude though.
So let's go ahead and make a matrix search test.
Okay.
So electronics plus intuition.
Electronics plus intuition. I can do that. Yeah. Yeesh.
Ew.
Gross.
So let's go into some of your edge options again.
Mm-hmm.
So things that you can do with edge. I mentioned before you can spend two edge to make a 4 into a 5.
Mm-hmm.
You can also reroll one failure per edge, or you can spend 4 edge to reroll all of your failures.
Yeah, let's spend 4.
Okay.
I had an extra one, so why not? Let's get.
All right. So if you just want to hit, there are 2 ways you can do that. You can do next to where your result was. There's the plus sign that says should say reroll misses.
Okie dokie.
Or you could just re-roll the thing again, and I'll take the last die off of it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just do it again.
So some of our members don't trust the re-roll misses button.
Yeah, that's a little better. That's a 3.
Yeah, it is.
So taking off the last die because you had 1 hit before.
Crap. Okay, yeah.
But that's the last die. Not that last die was a miss anyway. So you're
okay, cool.
So you have the 3 you rolled on the failures, and then the 1 you started with. So that's 4 successes.
Who is this person? Why are they so mean to me?
So yeah, you find some information on a runner who goes by the name Curie, who has taken up working for because so we'll say you have Dr. Winters as a contact as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll define at some point how you know Dr. Winters, but you know, based on your research, that you've seen Curie go in and out of her office a few times.
Oh, that's who that was. They never not once said hi. I waved a couple times. I didn't have the nerve to say hi.
Yeah,
They didn't acknowledge my wave at all.
So that is fully in character with what you just experienced on your phone call.
So this isn't even the first time she's hurt my feelings.
A pattern of behavior. But you get the sense from the fragments of information you pull off from the Matrix. She is on the run from something. You can't tell what. But she also has quite a bit of power as a magician.
Oh, magic. God. I hate when they do magic. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. All right, fine. Flintzes owes me, but finding out what you're running from is my new obsession. He just puts a note on the board.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna find out who you running from, and I'm gonna give them $1 or 1 credit. Not enough to actually bankroll stopping you, but it's the principle of the thing.
I
All right.
apologize now for the pain I will inflict.
Hey, did that person just get grape donuts? Nobody else gets grape donuts but me.
No, Noir's gonna have some great practice rolling up new characters. It's gonna be it's gonna be a pro.
Well, now your mysterious backstory enemy is getting 2 credits.
So convenient, either conveniently or inconveniently enough, depending on how you want to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
There's also some fragments of information out there that the woman who is sitting at the bus stop in front of the donut shop is someone who has worked with her in the past and goes by the street name Nova.
Oh, I thought I found a donut buddy, but it's a narc spy. All right, how do I play this? I better put on the pants.
Just wait till we meet.
So you ever see those people that live in their vans, the van dwellers? That's what this is essentially. So he's going and he puts on his pants. He's gonna open the door and he's gonna walk towards the bus stop, which makes no sense. It's gonna sit.
And to be fair, this is a large van. This is I believe this is a Roadmaster, right?
Yep.
Aries Roadmaster. So this is a fairly large van.
Hey, I don't like to brag, but I do okay. I'm gonna go to the bus stop and just
So this guy wanders up to the bus stop.
I scoot over and make room.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Oh, is that a grape-filled jelly donut?
I flip open the box, and it's clear that she bought like a dozen because she got the big box, but there's only like 5 donuts left at this point. Yeah, I got grape and some cherry. You want one?
I mean, I probably shouldn't. I got, it's little.
I mean, okay. Oh.
All right. Let's cut to the chase. I know who you work for.
Yeah. Stuffer Shack?
Huh?
Stuffer Shack?
No. I know who you work with. It didn't sound as ominous as I know who you work for, but that I know your coworker.
Francis?
What? No, the other one, the mean one.
My manager? What? Who?
I hope that's not your manager, because boy.
Who?
Like-
Who are you? What are you talking about? What?
I'm talking about Curie.
Ah, nah, dude, she sucks.
Wait, what?
Dude, she sucks.
Like, yeah, she does. I mean, is this a trap? Are you trapping me right now? Are you trying to say what you think I want to hear? Or,
I feel like you're trapping me right now.
I'm
What's
not-
up, bud? You walked up on my bus stop.
like, because you're spying on me for the narc.
I'm not spying on you. I come here every like Thursday to come get donuts.
I'm here oh wait, you do come here. Not that I've memorized, because that would be creepy, but okay. Can we try this again? I messed up.
I mean, yeah,
Hey.
go for it, Ome. What's up?
Hey. I think we're gonna do a crime together at some point. You and me. Like, do you want to crime with me?
I mean, I guess it depends what the crime is.
Like,
You don't want to like kill Curie, right? Because like I know that she sucks.
I mean-
like I still work.
No,
for her.
I mean, no, I don't like.
She's
the
pretty
whole-
good at magic, so I overlook.
Wait, she's good at it. I knew she did it. I didn't know she was good at it.
I mean,
Like, how good?
Right, define good, right? But like I've seen her do some cool things.
Like, what has she done?
I mean, she saved me a couple times.
Like, but I bet you got lectured afterwards.
I mean, but it's real short. They're not long.
Like, who doesn't say goodbye on a phone call? Is what I want to know. It's like it's
That person for sure. No goodbyes. And you know what? Just move on. It's best to like keep it short.
I just didn't want to do this in person because I'm not good at this in person. But you seem chill. Is she the only mean one? Like, I don't. And she
Dude,
wants to go to a club and the music's real loud. And I'm sorry, I'm talking a whole lot.
Nah, it's good. It's good. Here, have another donut.
Oh, thank you.
The bus drives up
Yeah.
and then drives away.
Oh no, man, that bus driver sucks too.
And he always does that. I like to sit in my
Oh,
bed
wow.
and laugh at people chasing him.
I'll wait for the lady to come on the second bus, and I get on her bus.
Oh, she's real nice. She's real
Yeah.
nice. Sometimes I buy her a donut, and sometimes she buys me a donut. I usually wake up at like 2 p.m. and like there'll be a donut box on my van. And I know it's from her. She's real nice.
Wait, so like, what crime do you want to do?
All right, like I there's some stuff I want to steal. Like, I mean, because I'm real good at that kind of stuff. Well, I don't go to steal. Like, I'm real good at officiating, like people that are good at doing that.
Oh,
Or
that's
so-
so cool.
Yeah. Or sometimes I just change delivery routes. It's fun.
I mean, tight. So like, I guess. I mean, I could do that. I guess.
All right, dope. We could do a. I'm
I'll be real with you though. She's probably not gonna listen to you.
Well, can she hack or crack? I didn't think so. So at some point, she's got to listen to me, right? Like if I say go in, she's not gonna like not go in because I said it, right? Is she that petty?
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
it's
man.
fine. We'll be
I-
okay. I mean,
See, you're so sweet, but when you bring her up, I'm like I really want to do a portrayal. Not gonna, but like I'm thinking about it.
nah, it's cool. The rest of us we'll be all right. I mean, I've done a lot of jobs with her so far, and I'm still alive, so that's cool.
All right, like, well, I'm slick, by the way. It's because I'm still real good. I'm slick.
Well, cool. I'm Nova. My manager wrote my name down on my badge one time, and it's just I went with it.
Is Nova not your name?
I mean, is Slick your name?
I mean, my government name is really kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, I got one of those too, but I'm not sharing it. You don't share yours either.
I wasn't gonna.
Okay, cool.
All right, well, cool.
We got a lot in common. All right, well, are you into this meeting at 8 then at this club? I mean, it's allowed, but like you can put earbuds in and stuff and kind
I
of.
thought I said the meeting was at 6 at the donut place.
Ooh.
Is this a power move? Is she doing the power move right now?
I mean, I'll hang out until 6, and then yeah, okay.
And then you're gonna go to the place at 8 because she told you to. You gotta start taking a stand for yourself, Nova.
I wasn't told anything about a 6 o'clock. I was only told 8.
So she didn't even tell people, but I left a nice message.
Nah, I told you she's petty.
I'm gonna call her again.
Using me as a fainting couch, and I said no more of that. And then ever since then, she just doesn't call me. And
Like, she was fainting on you? What kind of person is this?
no, and she does that magic stuff. She's got to leave her body sometimes, and then her body just kind of falls down wherever it is. And
Oh, I think I've seen that once. It's weird.
yeah,
Like, I had a friend that did that, drooled nonstop, messed up like 2 of my pants.
that's weird, man.
Is she not answering me? Oh my God, this is the ruinous. Oh, wow. I'm going to leave a message. Excuse me, I happen to be here with one of your coworkers, and they told me you didn't even tell them that the meeting was at 6 on 63rd Street at Pete's Donuts. And you know what? I don't know what kind of power move you're playing at here, lady, but I'm not accepting it. I get migraines real easy, and I don't want to go to a club. I'm trying not to drink, and I think they'll probably have them there. How dare you? You're going to meet me here at this donut place at 6, because I'm not moving a muscle at 8 o'clock. I'm going to bed.
That's a real early bedtime.
Well, I sleep 8 to 2. Is that you need 8 hours of sleep, and I'm an overachiever sometimes.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's all this. It takes a lot out of you. So, like, okay, who else is on the team?
There's this real cool lady. Her name's Violet. She's a performer.
Okay, what, like,
Always have an angel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's like a little country angel star.
I mean,
There was this guy Phisher. He's cool. I liked him a lot. I played a lot of video games. Haven't heard from him in a while. I don't know. Then we got Mr. Bell. He's odd, but I think he's a good egg. Maybe.
Does he think that you say the Mr. part every time you talk to him?
I mean, that's his name. Why should I disrespect him, right?
I mean, I guess. I mean, no. I mean, to each their own. Like, you know, Slick is a little weird to some, I guess. Mr. Val to others. So you got a country singer, a video game player, a magician, and a Mr. Val. I mean,
Yeah, he's pretty scary. I don't know. You should like not have your back to him too long.
how many people do I have to protect myself from in this group?
I mean,
Okay. No, I feel confident. Nothing bad will happen to me in this.
it's cool. I'm still alive, and I've been running with them for a while. So
That's fine. It's fine. Hey, when the magician falls asleep, you ever like Sharpie mustache? We did that to my magician friend. It was hilarious.
no, we did move her body on her one time though. Then they made me put it back. So I don't know. Was it really anything if it didn't affect anything? And I hope Violet holds up at this point.
So you spend the better part of the afternoon sitting on the bus stop bench as buses drive by, and we'll fast forward to Violet eventually shows up.
At this point, I've purchased a new dozen of donuts, and like we are now snacking on that too.
Sorry, my headphones went dead for a second.
I assume, Curie, did you give me any sort of indication about like who this person is that I'm supposed to be meeting or anything?
Nope.
You do see Nova sitting on the bus stop bench, talking to somebody.
Well, I mean, I'll definitely go over and say hi to Nova.
Oh my God! Country Angel Star! Hey Violet, come meet our new friend.
Well, howdy, Miss Nova. Who's your new friend?
This is Slick.
Oh my God, she's so nice.
Yeah, I told you she's really cool. I think he's going to be working with us soon.
Hi.
Are you the one who's been talking with Miss Curie on the phone and the comms?
I would say yes, but talking requires feedback from both parties involved. And I feel like I was not listened to.
Well, I am sorry that she made you feel that way. She is a little rough around the edges, you might say, but she's a real sweetheart on the inside. You just got to give her a chance.
And behind Violet, you just see Nova going.
Okay. No, it's. I'm excited to work with all of you in the thing that we're doing. I should probably at some point ask the details of what you all want to do, because I like to go hog wild, as I describe it in my endeavors, and I mean, I don't know how you guys do things, but I have things that have to be done when I do a thing. I like to leave little trinkets behind and stuff.
I do love that enthusiasm. You keep that up. That's a real nice quality to have.
Thank you.
So we are planning. So I was supposed to come meet you to convince you to come work with us, and then bring you with me to this meeting at the club.
No, I am not going to the club. This is a power trip, and I refuse to respect. I'm sorry. I don't mean to yell at you. There's perfectly good donuts and OJ at Pete's Donut Factory, and I'm already parked there, and I got a good parking spot, the one right next to the door.
Well, I mean, the bus goes right through it. It's not fancy club or anything. I perform there sometimes, usually during the lunchtime.
Is the music loud?
I mean, it can be, but the manager can give us a room so we can talk quiet. We're not going to talk business in the middle of the floor. Then everybody can listen in.
I mean, you two seem sweet. I don't know, like, I don't know the layout of the place, and I don't trust Curie. And like, if things go wrong, I could die.
Well, I mean, that is a valid point. I do think that if anything in life in general goes wrong, we could die, though.
Yeah, that's why I like the internet. Because I
do, though, don't it?
Well, yeah, but like,
but
I mean, you could definitely die in there, but like like in here, there's nothing. But in there, yeah.
Bob, I would like to, while they're talking, draw a really ugly, like crayon-esque, almost kindergarten drawing of the layout of Area 51 on the inside of this donut box.
Okay. You can certainly do that.
To the best of my knowledge, and then I flip it around and show it to you, Slick.
I mean that's helping me. That it's comforting. But also, like, I know that your friend does magic and has no regard for etiquette. So, like, I don't know what to expect.
Well, I'll be there. That's what I'm there for. I have regard for etiquette.
Yeah, but like, what if Curie decides, like, oh no, Slick, he's too cool, he's too cool in the net. We have to wipe him off the board. Like, in meat space, I can't do anything, but in the net, like, if anybody tries it, you know what happens. You know, I just wow.
Well, I don't. So Miss Curie had a bit of a disagreement with our friend Mr. Phisher, and she did not eliminate him in the Matrix or otherwise. I think you might be okay.
I don't know. I haven't heard from Phisher in a while, Violet.
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna say that, but
What? You're compromised. You're compromised.
I mean, we just gotta be forthright with you, buddy.
Okay.
Honesty
Fine.
is the best policy for trust. I learned that in one of our Stuffer Shack team building exercises.
Fine. Here's my compromise. I will meet you all at the club, but we will have our discussion in the parking lot of the club in my van.
You got candy in there?
Yeah, actually. I've got like Jolly Ranchers and
I'm
Airheads.
in. I start walking to the van.
All right.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Well, now that we have Nova getting into the van, we're
Candy.
amazingly another hour has gone by pretty quickly. So we will go to our 10-minute break.
Poor Bob is like had this whole plan, and we've just added like 6 scenes that were like, let's make this awkward.
People started it.
We'll be back in December when the auction actually takes place. And welcome back. So we've just had we've gone from awkward van rides to not actually getting in the van
to awkward girl live transitions.
and now we're doing scene transitions during the break. So now we're at the club now. We reach 8:00 on Monday night at Aerial 51, which is in the Seattle Underground. And because it's Monday night, it's pretty slow. There's not much of a crowd here, and it's there's nobody on stage. It's actually just they're running the automatic music. Because you know, Violet, that Monday night tends to be slow enough that they generally don't pay a musician.
When I get there, is our Toil or Trouble around?
Yeah, Toil and Trouble are there. They're behind the bar.
I kind of nod at them and kind of gesture to, like, nod my head toward the room where business happens, and go,
There's Toil.
all right, if we use the room?
And there's Trouble. Sure. What can I bring you?
Nothing for me, thanks.
Oh, come on. Are you seriously playing the Johnson for this and not buying your runner's food?
I'm not a Johnson. Just meeting the team.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right.
So you go into the room. So it's the same room. No, it's not the same room. It's a private room I'm thinking of the room that you guys interrogated Dr. Redstone in, but that was the back office. There's actually a back room here that is set up as a. It's got a couple of tables there, so it's set up like a makeshift conference room. And we'll say you are the first there.
I'll sit down and just flip to Astrovision to make sure there's no watchers or anything.
Sure, go ahead and make an sensing test for me.
Okay. Trouble. Toil. All right. Curie, there she is. Astral or astral signatures?
Just astral.
You got it?
All right. You don't sense any. You don't sense any watchers. You do sense that the walls are warded. I mean, it's not a strong ward, but it's enough that that it presents an impediment to people trying to come through.
That gives me comfort. I like this place for that. As much as I don't like its name. Yeah, I'll sit there and open my book on prophecies and read until everyone gets there.
So we'll say Mr. Bell arrives next.
Okay. I'm gonna not go in. I'm gonna stand outside. Not even invisible. Just stand with my arms folded behind my back until I see somebody else that I know.
Okay.
Yeah, not trying to obscure myself or anything, just like kind of off to the side of the front door where the bouncers and whatever are.
All right. So you do see a road. So the parking lot is emptier than you're used to seeing it, but it kind of makes sense to you. Being customer service, you do realize that restaurants and bars tend to get less business on Monday nights.
Mm-hmm. Do I get edge for knowing that with my customer service knowledge skill?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah. Since you have the customer service knowledge skill, I'll grant you the edge for it.
I was kidding, but awesome.
Yeah, by all means, tap those knowledge skills as you have them. You do see a roadmaster pull into the parking lot, and out come Violet and Nova with someone you don't recognize, and they're headed for the door. So you guys see Mr. Bell there, sort of posted up by the door, with the suit you always see him in, that green tie, arms folded behind him, like he could either open the door or open somebody's throat.
So, Slick, you see about 6'1", part Asian gentleman with long, slicked backed hair, wearing a black on black suit with a green paisley tie with a green paisley pocket square poking out of the pocket. You can see a silver pocket watch disappear under his vest. Shoes are shined. Suit looks nice and pressed. I have my arms folded behind my back like Morpheus in the Matrix. And I'm smiling this big toothy grin. And it just seems to like not move. It's just this plastic smile. It looks like I'm looking at you, but if you kind of pay attention, I'm more like looking through you. Are you looking back at me?
Yeah, and there's a concerned expression.
So as you're looking at me, a fly lands on my face, and it kind of crawls uncomfortably close to my eye, and then flies away, and I just keep smiling at you. Good evening, Violet. Nova. Is that a new friend?
Hey, Mr. Bell. Yeah, new buddy. Be cool.
Hello, I'm Mr. Bell. I'm an associate from the Green Mansion. If you need any help, let me know, okay?
Oh, okay. I hate outside.
Well, Fran Slick, let's get you inside. It's very quiet, and basically nobody's here because it's a Monday night on a club, and we'll get you right into the room. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah.
You got like a safety blanket or anything you want to bring with you?
No.
You need a blanket?
No, sir. I'm fine. Yeah, let's do this. Let's have our meeting. She did this on purpose. Let's have our meeting. And like the faster we do this, the faster I can go home.
I would like to walk near Slick so that he is between Violet and I at all times in some sort of way.
Okay.
Like a social safety blanket.
Aww. I'll walk behind Slick because I know Mr. Bell's going to want to be in the back.
I walk 3 steps behind Violet.
All right. How quiet are your steps?
Mine?
Yes.
Right now you can hear them. It's a click-clack of dress shoes.
Okay, that
For
makes
now.
it worse. Okay. All right. Cool. This is cool. Just have our meeting.
So you guys go inside and you see Toil and Trouble behind the bar. Violet, what can I get for you?
Well, howdy, y'all. We're here for a meeting. So whatever my friends would like, if you can bring that, that would be just lovely. You can put it on my tab.
Oh, that's excellent. I'm glad somebody's paying for this. You'll find Curie in the conference room.
As soon as I hear that, I beat everybody to the door and open it for them and gesture them in like a doorman.
I'm just gonna like real awkward, like lean over to Toil and Trouble and go, "Can I get an orange juice with light pulp, please?"
Sure. You want some vodka in that orange juice?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Thank you. Light pulp, though. Too much pulp hurts my stomach. Okay.
Well, we have no pulp.
No, I need something for my teeth to do.
What?
Okay. So what you see is they pull up the bottle of no pulp. They pull up the bottle of regular pulp, and they pour like a splash of the regular pulp, and then fill the glass with the no pulp.
Can I get a little bit more pulp in there?
Splash in, slide it across the table.
Just go sit up.
What has happened to our show? It's changed.
Welcome to Shadowrun 6E. Emerald Glitch, the extended version.
I can see the regret in your eyes. All right. I walk in.
So everybody walks into the conference room. Curie, you see everybody arrive along with this new person.
I look up and see everyone close the book and immediately sense him.
Okay.
Sure. So, yeah, thank you, Tom, for advising that I describe what a sensing looks like to our brand new player. So, Curie's eye, like as she looks up, she's like focused and sees you, and then all of a sudden, like it's almost like her eyes glaze over. And in a way, almost like how Mr. Bell looks like he's looking through you, but like more dazed, like not even, almost zone out. And she kind of looks you up and down before kind of snapping back into it. And basically she's doing a kind of aura reading on you to see, are you magic? Are you a threat? Are you angry? Are you like, what's the emotional read, so that I can kind of get a vibe on you?
Yeah, so you recognize this, Slick, because you've worked with mages before. It doesn't get any less creepy, but yeah, you recognize that Curie is staring into your soul.
It's kind of like how you said that you were going to be looking me up. Like you'd expect a mage to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't complain. It's just there's like a rude kind of look on his face, but he doesn't say anything.
So you, Curie, you sense that this person is mundane. Essence is lower than yours, and that's probably because this person has a couple of very extensive pieces of headwear.
Oh. So dark spots in the aura where the hardware is.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, and that's really it.
Okay.
Appears generally healthy. You don't sense any astral signatures on the subject.
Good, you're here. Everyone have a seat.
Hello.
Hello.
Miss Curie, this is our new friend, Flick.
Hi.
I will
Hello.
change some form of pleasantries earlier today.
Are you guys still standing while doing this?
Yes.
I sit down and motion for Slick to sit next to me.
Follow suit.
And then I'll sit on the other side of Slick so that they continue to have a buffer between them and Mr. Bell.
Well, you know I'm standing.
Yeah, I don't question that.
So at this table, we've got Curie at one end, and then sort of midway down on one side, we've got like Violet, Slick, Nova, and then behind the group is Mr. Bell standing, arms folded.
Is Mr. Bell standing across from me by the door or behind me?
I'm behind Violet.
Okay, behind Violet. Okay. So, you all remember Professor Winters, I assume. She was with Redstone when we delivered the sins. I don't go into much detail about the sins because there's a stranger here. She contacted me about an auction for some historical documents, one in particular, and has provided us a nice cred stick of enough new yen to bid on this item. The auction is Wednesday, and she is interested in us obtaining the item and reporting to her on anyone else that is interested in obtaining this item. She did give me Slick's contact information, saying that he might have details on the auction house itself, and that was really all she said. So maybe layout, maybe a guest list. Thinking about his headwear, I go, I assume you're a Decker?
I'm a Decker, and I have everything: the guard rotation, security, layout. I have the item list that they're gonna have at the auction. And I left them a pretty cool gift after I got all that. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger from Batman Forever. That's what he says. Everybody needs to chill.
So is this auction private or open to public?
So you get that it is, so the auction itself is not necessarily open to the public.
So is it
It's by registration only.
Okay, cool.
So that's part of what hopefully Slick can obtain for us if he doesn't have it already. But yes.
Oh, I got it.
Excellent. But it is important for us to be able to know who else has interest in this item. So it has to happen, us obtaining the item has to happen during or after the auction. Now we can, yes?
Oh, I'm sorry. Which item did you want?
I'm bringing it back up right now. It begins with an L manuscript.
Lundnamabok.
Yeah.
Lundnamabok.
Oh, yeah, because there's they have a pretty cool mini painting of an eye that I have my eye on. Okay,
That's clever.
There it is.
There's a statue as well, and I thought if you clean them out, take it all.
So the difficult part is at the end of the auction, the people that have bid to win will be collecting these items. So since we can't act before the auction, that means that these items may be separated. However, if we have the guest list that may provide targets, which of course are objective per Winters is the manuscript, but if we care to take on more, we can. However, I will also point out that, and I look at Violet for this and I say, we have a cred stick that she has given us to bid fairly on the item. But she said if we obtain it through other means, the cred stick is ours to keep.
I mean, we'll all split that? Because...
That's typically what happens in a team, yes.
Oh, okay.
However, in addition to the 100,000, speaking of Nguyen, and I glance at Mr. Bell, she has also supplied each of us with 10,000 Nguyen. I thought you'd be happy with that.
I'm happy.
So, I assume everyone is in.
When's the auction?
Wednesday.
Cool. Usually, I think during check-in time at the auctions, they assign you your number. So once that gets going and everyone's checked in, can you, Slick, pull who's registered to what number?
Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard. I had an idea something that I pulled at a different job that if you want to hear it.
Sure. What's up?
The security that's running the place is your basic run-of-the-mill corporate, and their job is most likely going to be to protect the goods before the auction. So that'll be the one time that they're all in the same place and they have to transport it to the auction. The delivery might be a point of vulnerability that we can look into. I can look into it if you want me to. I mean, I'm pretty good at it.
That, however, negates the ability to tell who else is interested and bids on the item if we've stolen it before the auction.
Yeah.
Could we pull a switcheroo? Yeah,
That's an idea.
we take the originals and then put fake ones in there. I don't know about fancy auctions if they're going to verify before they go up for auction or after.
As far as I recall, verification happens after the sale in front of the new owner. That's where the point of authentication usually takes place. But I can verify their exact process. Everybody does a little different.
Cool.
So we have an idea to switch out the items if we can find out when they verify. We have an option to attack a target separately after they leave with the item. We've done interceptions before where people are in an auto and we stop them on their way to their home. We could also invade their home. We could attack after the auction before people leave. Does anybody have any other ideas?
Do you have access to the order of when all the items go up for bid?
I believe that I do. Just want to check.
You do. Yeah. So it's generally in order of increasing opening
Value.
bid. Yeah. So the manuscript is pretty early in the itinerary. The painting is the last item.
Cool.
Yeah. So I have the order, and on top of that, I do have the personnel for all of the private security and the, all of the security. I did a real good job.
Big.
Do we have a copy to switch with the original?
God, is that like something that magic can do, or do I don't know. I mean, I could probably try and track down a forger. I just don't know if we have the time for them to actually make forgeries of everything. Unless you guys know somebody.
I noticed that Slick's a little nervous. So all of a sudden you see the Paisley pocket square just kind of appear right next to your cheek.
Dear God.
And
Oh, thank you.
And I look down at you with my smile frozen and I say, "You're safe here." And then I fade back against the wall.
I feel it. So do you guys know any forgers?
It's possible
I think-
it's our contacts might, but there's also perhaps another document, a scroll from a talismonger, something that looks close enough that we could swap it. A forgery would be better, but I agree that time is not on our side for a forgery.
We've been given everything that we need to do this simply and straight ahead. I think that we should go with a simpler plan of going to the auction and waiting to see who else is interested, and then possibly getting it after.
So I agree. I think it might be a good idea to bid on the item, let us get outbid so we can keep the new yen. And then in the meantime, Slick, if you could research those on the guest list, find out perhaps if there's some are historians or someone that might be interested in a historical document, then we can kind of get a lay on them early and figure out what their weaknesses are, where it would be best to hit them, and take the item. Can you do that?
Oh. Is that something that I could do like right here as like a, how dare you ask me that?
It takes a little longer to dig up that sort of detail on a person.
Can I send them the guest list as a show? Like, yes, I have it, and I could probably do that.
Yeah. So you can send. So the guest list hasn't been completed yet.
Okay.
But you do have a partial guest list of people who have already registered.
So yeah, I just like your com to ping with like the partial guest list. That was me saying yes, that I could do that. Is what that is.
Good. Another thing we need to do is get on the guest list ourselves. Do we all go or send a proxy so that the others can be in position to act?
I don't go on site.
Bob, are they hiring for any like ushers at the event or waiters or wait staff?
I mean, they can be if I.
Yeah. So you haven't looked for like help wanted, but a quick look indicates that they are not hiring.
Is that something that could be changed if somebody were to dive back into the administration?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay.
They could be hiring, but the process of actually hiring and interviewing and stuff might be too slow.
I may be able to make an opening.
I work in live events. It doesn't take that long. If they need somebody, it doesn't take long at all.
Or we go with Mr. Bell's idea and just swap. Get someone even without violence, you could potentially pay somebody to take the night off.
Or with violence.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Well,
It's a little closer.
so they'll have cameras in the auction room where it's taking place and stuff to monitor all the different people who are bidding. If we can just hack the cameras, we can see what numbers fly up and who's bidding on what items, and we don't even have to go in there.
Oh, their cameras and security are already compromised. I'll be in there.
Cool, and then we
Not
can find a way.
physically, though.
So it does occur to you, however, that on the night of the auction, the security spider will almost certainly be on duty.
So yeah, their security is already compromised and their cameras. I could get in there. They'll probably be a spider to step on, but
We should always have a backup plan too in case ice does get icy. Is that black ice for the? Is that what the Decker thing is? I'm not a Decker. I'm asking like as a player. I don't know what it's called.
I thought you were making a pun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if there's going to be security possibly compromising us from that angle, we should have a backup plan, is all I'm saying. So someone should be on the inside.
I point at Mr. Bell. He's really sneaky.
I don't think we need to sneak for this. I think someone just needs to be a guest.
Well, I'm happy to put on a fancy dress and go sit and raise my number if y'all can get me on the list.
You're a celebrity. It shouldn't be too hard to get you on there.
You say celebrity. I say not really, but you're very...
Slick, can you make a false identity for Violet to get put on the list?
I mean,
I'm guessing for something like this, it's probably all you need is a fake email address and moderate fake ID or something like that I don't know if you have a burner or anything, Violet.
I was going to create a fake life for Violet down to the favorite TV show and serials, but it works too.
You do whatever you'd like to do, friend Slick. I will not stop you in your creative endeavors.
Thank you. And it's going to be Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I look at Mr. Bell. So what do you recommend in terms of the auction ends, the buyer has the item, then what?
If you like, you can send me the information of who the individual is, and I'll follow them.
Don't like that.
We could make an attack that night. Should we do it on the road, or should we do it in our home?
What would you like?
All right, let's pause that thought. Slick, can you please do some reconnaissance on who's on our guest list and who might have a vested interest in this type of document.
Yes, and the only issue is the guest list it's only partial, so it's being filled out all the time. As more names come in, I can run programs to start collecting that information. No problem. Real good at this. And also with the security personnel information that I have, I could potentially even find out who's scheduled to be the spider that night, and then Mr. Bell might be able to exchange words with them. That's my code for violence upon their person.
We got it. Yes. Thank you. So I think
I smile at that.
I hate it.
A real, genuine peace smile.
No, it's the same smile.
So I think the next step is really what we need Slick for, to kind of dig into who's on the list already, so that we have some names to look into, and then from there, anyone new that pops up, keep searching, but we can do reconnaissance in the meantime of who the likely people to bid on this thing are.
So just so I'm correct, we're only stealing the manuscript. Then is what I'm hearing.
I think for the night of, like, that's the job we're getting paid for. If anyone is interested in taking on additional work to liberate items, that's up to you, but not part of this job.
But if you need some help, just ask, all right?
Okay.
Actually, you have to call a phone number. It's a whole process, and
Okay, so yeah, we're just stealing the man. I mean, is there any chance I could get that eye picture? No? Okay, that's fine. I should have asked.
if the same buyer gets it, sure. 2 birds, 1 stone.
So with that, we'll draw the initial meeting to a close, and we'll break for our final 5-minute break while we assemble a winner for tonight.
Ooh!
Welcome
back. Go ahead, Bob. I'll let you lead the show.
No, we have a winner. I think Rem has a winner for tonight.
Yes, we do. I'm going back to that chat, and the winner is, drum roll. I don't hear a drum roll, but it's okay. Coordinato. Welcome to the show, Coordinato. Congratulations for tuning in and winning the 6th World Companion. Please watch your whisper messages on Twitch so that our moderators can reach out to you and get your address to send this to you. But congratulations. And again, welcome to the show. And thank you all so much for your support. Back to you, Bob.
All right. So we'll wrap up for tonight. And I think I'll ask if there are any announcements people want to make before we sign off, given that we introduced ourselves at the start of the session. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you to the players, and welcome to Noir for injecting a whole new energy to this.
Thank you for having me, and I apologize for the weird energy.
Please don't.
This is lots of fun.
Yes.
And thank you to Tom for at least keeping the train on the rails.
This is like the definition of chaotic good energy. Like, that's what we just crossed into.
So we'll see you next time, when our runners will actually plan their heist.
Maybe.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.